came out, had a great game, even though he had a bad back that game.
And it jinxed him as well as he threw the ball away. Now a miss by Sutton. The Huskers have it down 2-0.
Rebounding is going to be so important for the Huskers tonight. This team right here, Kansas State, leads the conference in offensive rebounds at over 15 a game. That is huge.
Sometimes their best offense is a missed shot. They just go after and go get it. They're Sec with a missed three and a whistled away from the ball. They'll say it touched the shot clock out of bounds, and it'll go to K-State.
Yeah, this team is so big and athletic. Before the game, they came out here. It was kind of fun to watch. They put on about a 20-minute dunk show for this nice crowd they have out here. And they were just going crazy, and they were doing some awfully impressive things.
Big student crowd here in Manhattan for this game. 2-0 Wildcats with a lead. We've played a minute and a half. Pulled guarded by Richardson. Inside feed. Kelly with a jump hook. It's good.
That's too easy right there. You can't let the big guy catch the ball 2 feet from the basket. He's going to score all night long. You got to go ahead and beat the offensive player to the spot and not let him catch it so easy.
Backdoor feed. Richardson with a reverse layup in for two. So nice job that time of going the back door.
Yeah, and that's going to be there. This team right here, they like to create turnovers, and they're going to go ahead, and they're going to have a lot of pressure out there.
And the ball on the deflection out of bounds will stay with K-State. Let's take a look at the keys for this game tonight for Doc Sadler.
Well, where are our keys? There we go. All right, take care of the basketball. Obviously, most important thing. This team, they strive on that. They get 20 points a game off getting turnovers. Huge points off turnovers. Rebounding, this team, we already talked about the offensive boards. Nebraska has to keep them off the boards. They have to find a way to also control, obviously, Pullen and Clemente. These guys scoring huge points night in, night out. And as we talked about the offensive boards, there they go, crashing those boards. You got to go out, put a body on the man, and then go towards the basketball. You can't turn around and not where your man is.
Yeah, you get the miss and then don't get the follow-up. There's Anderson with the bucket. And it's a 6-4 start to this game.
Now look how quick they come back at you. This team is going to push the basketball. They do not want to hold the basketball. They want an up-tempo game. They want to shoot the ball quick, and they want to come back and create turnovers. They want to get you out of your rhythm.
Clemente for three, missed it. But here's another offensive rebound. Cologne with an arching shot that drops through. An 8-4, K-State's lead. Jeter threw it to Frank Martin. Again, a miscommunication. Richardson was going back door, and Huskers with 3 early turnovers. And early on, not taking care of the ball of the Huskers and allowing offensive stickbacks for K-State.
Obviously, the young Husker team, you know, a little out of rhythm right now, but they're going to have to get this game together right here because it could get out of hand really quick.
Sutton inside, blocked by Diaz, but Jorge may be picking up the foul. He does. That's his first. And that'll put Sutton on the line to shoot 2. If there is kind of a kryptonite to this Superman team of K-State, it might be foul shooting. They're not a very good free throw shooting team, and Sutton kind of epitomizes that. He's at 59% on the year.
Yeah, as a team, they shoot about 65%. Not atrocious, but not good by any means. Normally, most successful teams try to get up over 70%, and it's something they can continue to work on.
9-4, Wildcats leaded by 5. Glad you're with us tonight here on FSN. Big 12 matchup in Manhattan. Sutton misses the second. And here comes NU with the ball. Richardson driving. Bangs in. It's a charge on Brandon.
Yeah, got himself up in the air right there. You don't want to go ahead and take off, jump in the air without somewhere to go with the basket. You watch him right here. He jumped. You know he was probably thinking, I need to pass the ball. I'm in a little bit of trouble right here. But the very smart play right there by the big guy, sliding in underneath, taking the charge.
K-State by 5 on the ball. Clemente brings it up. Sec Henry on him early. Now pulling off of a couple of screens. Cologne again backing in on Diaz. Pulling for 3. No good. Again, a tip up missing. Richardson tracks it down in the near corner. Jeter the other end, goes in, scores, and draws the foul. Lance Jeter with a nice charge to the lane that time.
See, I think Nebraska has a little bit of an advantage. They don't have it in a lot of places out here, but you look how much bigger and physical and strong he is than the other 2 point guards. Regardless if it's Pullen or it's Clemente trying to guard him, he can take them to the basket. He has the advantage as far as his size and his strength.
That was on Kelly, his first. Lance with a chance to finish off the 3-point play, and does. It is a 2-point game here with Just about to go under 16 minutes left in the first half.
Kind of tough when you look at it. It's a two-headed animal out here. When you have Clemente and Poland. Both of them are constantly probing out there. They're creating a lot of stuff for the other guys out on the floor. There's Malone right there.
The guy that averages 2.7 has 4 early on.
One of the things for the young kids when you talk about probing and trying to get something going for your team, as Ryan Anderson hits a nice three-pointer right there, is these guys are always keeping their dribble alive. Too many guys go ahead and when they don't get something, they want to pick the ball up and they get themselves in trouble. You look at the really good guys at whatever level it is, if they don't have it, they back the ball out. They always keep their dribble alive until they have a good outlet or they make something happen.
Ryan Anderson's 33, third of the triple of the season, makes it a 1-point game. Kelly with it. Knocked away, and they're going to get Ryan Anderson on a foul on the arm. Ryan's first, third team foul. Ryan Anderson trying to get a steal for the Huskers. Ryan with a good start. A little fadeaway on the baseline, and then a triple from the top of the key. Nebraska fighting hard here on the road. Down 1.
I think when you really love your players, you have a responsibility, and that's to make them the best they can be, or as happy as you can be. You want your kids to be happy and you want them to have fun, but you want them to do things in the right way. I think I learned that, you can do so much, but do it as hard as you can do it. Some people away from me that don't understand this program will never understand unless they experience.
My advice to people who are getting into fitness is just make it fun. My greatest fitness accomplishment is having 4 children and being in far better shape and health than I was prior to having children. I do it for the passion of it, and I enjoy it, and I love it, and I look forward to it, and it helps me stay fit doing something I love. One of my favorite things is when a customer comes in and tells me that the products that I recommended help them achieve their goals. I'm Heather Corcoran, and I am one of the athletic clothing experts at Shields.
Experience your way, the Williamson way.
And that's one of the things that's unique about Williamson's is a lot of us have longevity. People buy people. And once we get them in a Honda, we get them into what we call our system or our family. They just won't want to go anywhere else.
Experience your way, the Williamson way. Williamson Honda.
Online at WilliamsonHonda.com. Thursday at 10, only on FX.
Nebraska basketball on Fox Sports Midwest is brought to you by Napa. Get the good stuff. By Shelter Insurance for your auto, home, and life. Seek shelter today. And by the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line at quitnow.ne.gov. Husker fans in the house tonight. Again, not a bad drive at all from Lincoln down to Manhattan. Just a little over 2 hours to make the trek down here. Number 7 Kansas State with a 1-point lead over the Cornhuskers. And these are 2 old rivals matched up in this one here tonight. It's the 218th meeting. Kansas State leads the all-time series 124-93. And you can see that it started all back in 1906. This is 2 teams you always knew were going to be on each other's schedule twice a year, maybe 3 if you played them in the conference tournament. Look at the Cats coming out of the huddle. Doc Sadler using the grease board during the timeout. Brandon Ubell checks in for Nebraska during that timeout. Wally Judge on the floor for K-State.
Nebraska's got to be happy with the way they started this game right here. They come out, they withstand that first 5 minutes. That's one sometimes when you get in a hostile environment like this, sometimes your young guys have trouble handling the pressure of the first 5 minutes, especially the crowd. But to be down 1 point right here, that's good.
Kelly missed the first free throw. He's a 62% free throw shooter. We talked about Sutton being 59. Kelly at 62. Huskers have started hot from the field, 4 of 5. Doc will not be happy with the 4 turnovers early on in this game, though, for the Huskers. Second free throw good by Kelly. Stretches the lead to 2. Kelly will come out of the lineup. Jamar Samuels, who, boy, he would start for practically any team in the country, but Frank Martin Roy likes having him come off the bench.
It's hard, much harder than people realize to get a player of his talent to go ahead and accept that role and responsibility. But it's a lot easier to get them to buy into it when you give them still the good quality minutes, and a lot of time they finish the basketball game, but you're winning basketball games.
Richardson has used up his dribble. It's helping Sek Henry. 2-point Wildcat lead. 10 on the shot clock. Henry on the baseline. Goes baseline, hangs, and got bumped. And this should be 2 shots coming for Sek Henry.
Nice aggressive play right there. So often when these teams, they